Now, I don't really want to spoil the previous episode for you. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll post a link to it down below in the description of the video. Because today, I'm afraid we're gonna have to restart. You know what? I do feel like I can do a much better job in this second attempt. I feel like I can go ahead and maybe give the people jobs, maybe even food, maybe, you know, make sure that their discontent is not super high and that they are at least somewhat hopeful. I think I can work a lot on my building positioning. I can make a lot of minor changes that hopefully will improve the outcome of this game. Regardless, Heart once again has been selected, and this does mean that we get to watch that epic opening cinematic once again.
We roam the still, cold world, no horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow, and with it, our last traces of humanity.
I love this art style so much. It's so pretty. The music as well, man, and that narrator, he can narrate my life and I probably would still not be bored of it.
We bid farewell to plenty. And for those who remained, came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward.
Took me like 5 days to reduce
Slowly.
all of that hope down to 0.
Step by step. We knew the cost of our journey. And we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Alright, a fresh start. Another chance at becoming the emperor that we want to become. We fled from London and crossed the sea. Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world as we know it has crumbled. We have to survive. Alright, let's do this. I'm pumped for it, not gonna lie. Near the end of the previous episode, I was somewhat triggered, as you may imagine. But I did do a little bit of research as well, looking at what other people, you know, maybe suggest. A lot of you mentioned that apparently there's like a way you can sort of like bug out the game and make it so that you can go ahead and put like 12 tents down at the very beginning of the game rather than the usual 10. I have no intent of doing so. I also noticed a couple of people recommend that if you play on this difficulty, it's very helpful if near the end of the work shift in like a regular building to throw all of the workers over towards hunting instead. So that basically means they would work from start to the end of the day and then during night they would be hunting, which apparently does not actually piss anyone off. And apparently it effectively allows you to run your people for like 24 hours straight. Permanently, if you switch them at the correct moment every day. I mean, I have no interest of, you know, in using any of those bugs. So we are gonna try and play just something that is a little bit more, you know, clever and a little bit smarter. Now, one of the things that I desperately did wrong in my very first attempt was building placement, okay? Because obviously, we kind of lost the game when I accepted a quest for heating the homes, right? I really did not think about the fact that I was gonna have to add like an arena where people could obviously, you know, fight, I guess, and you know, basically all of the houses nearby, people would grow less discontent. But also I did not save any space, I guess, for watchtowers and whatnot. I also put a lot of my structures way too close to the center of it, like, for example, all of my hunters, and then also my factories and whatnot. And then the last thing that I also did not really value, which turns out to be absolutely incredible, are indeed the Steam hubs. So we're gonna be playing this one a little bit differently. Now, I can't promise that I'm gonna be doing it perfectly, so be prepared for Emperor Loco to come out. But here we go. Let's go ahead and get started by harvesting as much as we can of all of the things that are around. I'm gonna try and see if I can maybe harvest the things that are a little bit further away first. And I do think that I want to go ahead. So I set up quite a few people actually on that already. Let's go ahead and maybe send some over towards, yeah, these wood crates instead. One of the things that I want to do as well is use, what are they called? Gathering posts quite early on. I noticed this is one of the things that I really didn't use very often until much later. Apparently these things right here are super helpful to have. So I do need some dudes on steel. Did I put some on steel? Yeah, I put 15 on steel and then also some on lumber. And I also, by the way, I want to try and maybe see if I can go through the game just a little bit quicker, because after like 4 episodes, I really did not get super far just yet. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with the emergency shift. The reason for that is that I really want to get the extended shift as quickly as possible. Emergency shifts are obviously kind of risky. They bring discontent up a lot, but 14-hour days, people are not too bothered by that. So, you know, we'll try and be nice. 24 hours on the job, insane. Yeah. Alright. So we want to try and keep that discontent as low as possible and hope as high as possible. If you have any recommendations, by the way, feel free to let me know down below in the comment section of the video. I'm always looking to do this a little bit better, obviously. Now, one thing I could, for example, do, which is what I noticed a lot of people recommend, is just set up like 2 gathering posts right over here and then assign people over there. That way, hopefully life is going to be a little bit more manageable, and then as soon as I get all of this set up and ready to go, I can obviously salvage the buildings after they're done researching, but at the very least people are going to be somewhat safer inside of these gathering posts, more so than anywhere else. So we're going to go ahead and set a couple of these up. That way apparently we can also gather these resources that are around the map a lot quicker. So that's definitely not a bad suggestion. But yeah, I definitely don't want to make, I really don't want to make use of any like, you know, bugs. I'm not the kind of guy that likes to abuse bugs or anything along those lines. Kind of ruins the fun for me, you know? Like, technically having people work 24 hours, but it actually not hurting you in-game. Maybe it's actually been hotfixed, actually. I saw that, I saw a few people comment that, and also I saw some people post about that on Reddit, but I really do feel like that's something that probably has already been changed once again. Anyways, if I set it up like this, right, I can put people in these gathering posts and they're gonna start working really rapidly. Yeah, this should be okay. I still have some other resources here around the world as well. There are some... yeah, there's some coal pretty much everywhere. Should I just set up resource gathering post thingies everywhere? Probably. So obviously these are super helpful early on. I should definitely try and make use of that. I hope I'm not putting too much time right now into this at this point. But anyways. I'll provide some shelter. I definitely do plan on providing people with shelter. So let's go ahead and set that one up. So I need to make sure that I build 80 tents within the first 2 days. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Alright, so with this, people should finish up their work pretty quickly, and then I'm going to be able to assign them relatively quickly straight towards these gathering posts as well. Alrighty. The heating is off. I know. That's why we're gathering some resources right over here. Alrighty. So let's get started by making some tents as well, right? I should definitely get these people housed as quickly as possible. Now, by the way, I'm definitely gonna have to remove some structures as well. That seems to be one of the things that I also did not really do very smartly. I did not really, you know, make use of optimal positioning on a lot of my structures. One of the ways that I want to try and get better at that is just by simply like destroying houses and dismantling them and then putting them back up. Any structure can technically be moved over rather efficiently. All right, let's go ahead and put 10 people right there in the gathering post, the very first one that finished up. I've already got a couple of tents now building, but for example, this road, it's probably gonna have to be, you know, destroyed, right? Definitely want to do so. So far so good. That one now also finished up, so let's go ahead and assign some people to gathering right from here. And I guess I can actually just remove them out of that, because this is all gonna be picked up very rapidly. Yeah, that's gonna be gathered really quickly. There we go. Let's put some people in there. Is that one stuck to a road right now? It should be, right? It shows as if it's not. Is that not? It said not. Wait, it's not adjacent to a road? How is that not adjacent to a road? That's weird, eh? Is it now? No, it's still not adjacent to a road. That's weird. There's literally a road right in front of it. Let's see maybe if they're still finishing it up. No, I don't think there is technically a road here. Very strange. Well, anyways. We'll boost it forward right now. This first night, it's gonna be a little painful. No one's gonna be all too happy with any of this. But at the very least, I'm housing people once again, right? Alrighty. Now, by the way, I noticed here that... Yeah, this one apparently... How is that one on a road and the other one isn't? I guess it might just be one little square back or something. I'm not sure. Alright. I had one lumber. There we go, now it works. Okay. Sometimes the game is a little weird like that. But at the very least now I'm gonna have people working right over here already. I can do the same thing obviously near the north. So let's go ahead and assign some people there. And I guess I can do the same over here. Okay. So is anyone now still digging with their hands? Apparently some of them still are right here on those wood crates. Perfect. Right? That's pretty good. Oh, I like this start already. This is much better. Okay, good. Now as you can see, some people are a little pissed off. I should probably turn on the generator as well. Just so no one gets sick. You can see a couple of people are already sick right now, but don't worry. I plan on making some medical posts here very soon. I'm also gonna turn on overtime here as soon as I can pass another law, which is gonna be in 50 minutes. Don't worry, I'm gonna pass a law at 3 in the morning, so nobody knows what's going on. Brilliant! The first strike of Emperor Loco. I once again do plan on picking order, by the way, if I can. I think order is a lot of fun. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn on the extended shift. So that means that now I can go ahead and have people work. Couple of additional hours. Now I know everyone's gonna be pissed off here initially. Don't worry, gentlemen. These structures are gonna be gone before you know it. Well, some of these people are still digging with their hands, but... yeah, it's okay. That's alright, don't worry about it. Alright, good. I still have 1 day and 15 hours remaining on this, so should all be good. Now I think I want to be smart here with my positioning on a lot of these things. So I need some more lumber here before I can really do anything. But I want to make sure that I put up 2 medical posts in the inner circle as well. I kind of want to put them out on the other side if I can. So we have got the stockpiles over here, then I want to make a bunch of tents here around it. And then we'll go from there. Alright, are you guys getting to work yet? I hope so. There we go, look at him. Very nice. Alright. Let's go ahead and get started by making some additional roads. Now maybe that's a little much as far as roads go, but I should have quite a bit of income here anyway, so I think it's okay. And that allows me obviously to remove the roads now in between here in just a second. Therefore I can make a bit of a more efficient route. I think I guess the radial roads are fine. The other ones can block my structures. I don't think the radial roads can, because they're technically in between structures. I think I understand that correctly. Yeah, you can see right there, for example, there's a little bit of a gap, and we don't really want that. Okay. There's 2 more houses over there. Need to make a few more. think I can make one more. And then I think I want to put up 2 medical posts right on the other side of the stockpiles. Right, I don't know which side is north, but I think this is the way to go. Now, by the way, we don't have any food income yet, so we have to keep that one in mind. But that's on the exact opposite side, right? Yeah. Good. So that's the first medical center. And I think I want to go for 2 medical centers right from the get-go. Can I do that? Can I even afford all of that? Because I obviously also need to... I also need a cookhouse, right? Okay. Yeah, I definitely will need a cookhouse as well. But let's go ahead and get a second medical post started here too. Alrighty. So the cookhouse is one of those structures that definitely does not need to be on the inner circle, right? Do I understand that correctly? It does need base heating level 1. But the thing is, I can create a steam hub to essentially provide additional warmth. So I feel like I could probably set up a cookhouse right over here or so, and then maybe my factories behind it. At least that's what I was thinking. So I can have the first couple of rows in the very center dedicated to my most important structures. Because one of the things that I found is that I've got... Like, you need like 2 people instead of a cookhouse to process the food that like 50 hunters are returning every night. It really doesn't require a lot. So I feel like I can get away with that. I really want to try and optimize the inner circles as much as I can. So I can basically, I guess I can create a little bit of space, right? So I can, for example, put up a tent right over there. And then we can position the cookhouse. Well, if I were to have the money, I could put that right behind it. I guess this works as well. There we go. Oh, that's actually quite nice. But I think that already makes life a little bit easier. So here are the stockpiles. Can I actually just put it right over here? Does that fit? I don't know exactly how many layers of houses I'm gonna need here, but I think that should do, right? I could even create like an additional layer right over there, but I don't think I want to. Right over there should do. So that's the cookhouse. Yeah, pretty good. And then obviously I want to make sure that I produce more tents here as well. So I produced 3 more here. That means that I need to make 3 additional ones. That road, by the way, has already been finished, so I can go ahead and destroy some of those. Has that one not been finished? How is that one not connected? I'm not sure, but we can just make like a backup road, I guess. I'm not sure actually if they're right now working. Whether or not they're bringing any income, I don't know. That would be unfortunate, but it is what it is. So can I fit actually the perfect amount of houses in here? You just barely can't. So apparently if you do it like really well, you can just barely fit some houses in between. I'm not sure. I don't think I left any gaps here, right? Could I fit a 3rd medical post there in the center? Would that be an option? Yeah, there's like a weird bug with that. Yeah, you can see there's something here not perfectly efficient. I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of strange. Sometimes you seem to be able to fit all, like, sometimes you seem to get an additional little bit of space. And apparently you can sort of like force that to happen whenever you put down your roads in a very specific manner. So that's a little unfortunate there. I don't know if I can fix that or if I should fix that. Either way, we can just leave it as it is right now, and if I need to later on, I can destroy the structures and make it a little more efficient. Alright. So people are currently homeless. But once these tents finish, I think we should be in a good spot. Next up, I want to get my factories out as well. Or my workshops, rather. I'm thinking about putting my workshops right over here or so. And I'm putting a steam hub right at this intersection of roads. I think that's smart. So we'll put that in like a ring a little bit further out once again as well. Alright. I don't know if I should rush out my hunter's huts right now or if I don't need to. Hunter huts need heating level 2 and the workshops do need the same. So I could easily put them like I guess, you know, amongst each other. Would not be a terrible idea. I do want to get my hunter's huts, I think, pretty soon. There we go. So we are once again out of wood. But I think we're okay, at least. We seem to have quite a bit of resources here. Alright, good. So people are ending their work shifts right now in the second day. At the very least, we have a lot of things happening here, but we can introduce a new law. Now, here's one thing that I want to try out, and a lot of you pointed out when I first did the child labor law that may have very well been a mistake. Apparently, a really good option to go for is child shelters, which I've personally never tried out before, but apparently, yeah, we can make medical apprentices and engineering apprentices after this. Considering both medical jobs as well as engineering jobs require me to use, well, I guess engineers, if I can have apprentices helping out, right, in either or, that's super helpful. So children will be safer if they stay in child shelters during the day, and they won't cause any mischief. So there's a new building called the child shelter, which I do have to build, obviously. Hope will rise, and providing all children with a place in child shelters gives you a permanent hope bonus. Good guy Loco.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
New law in the city. How much heating does that one need? Well, the same, I guess, as these structures that I've got already. I do need to build one. Still have some time for that, though, so I'm in no rush, right? That sounds really mean, but you know what I mean, right? Maybe I'm actually secretly evil. Or maybe not so secretly. Alright, I went for a second hunter's hut over here. And we'll put up that child shelter. That's a massive building, by the way. So it provides a safe place for 15 children during work hours. Ah, alright. Gotta assign some engineers now. You get started over there. Or rather, the engineers, that is. You guys stop working over there. Good. And then I've got some more engineers over here too. You guys are gonna have to stop working as well. Okay, so I've got 15 in total right now. I think I need to put some more right here on workshops. I don't think I necessarily need to put everyone inside of the yeah, you guys are gonna work longer as well. But I don't think I necessarily need to put, you know, all of my people inside of the workshops just yet. I do already have 9 ill people, though. That's quite a bit. Alright, how are my medical shops going? My medical posts are currently finishing. Very nice. Alright. Let's assign some over there. And then we're gonna assign the last 5 right in the other one. Or right in the other objective. I do need to obviously put people inside of the hunter's huts as well. So they can start making use of some of that food. Let's go ahead and do like 5 and 5. I don't know if that's actually more efficient. I have no clue. Is that more efficient than just having 10 in 1? Or is that it's probably the same actually, but... Okay, so now we're gonna be getting some more income. As far as the raw foods go, I can add a new research as well. So I think I want to research steam hubs first, as soon as I can. Now I didn't save any lumber, so I'm gonna be able to do so in the morning. But yeah, so we need to build a beacon once again. Alright, good. But already, I do have to say, I like my setup a lot more. I think it's really quite nice. Okay, so let's put 2 over here. 1 of them over here in the cookhouse. And then 1 over here, or 2 more in the medical post. So I've got 2 engineers working right here. 10 over here in the workshops, and then 1 over in the cookhouse. And then as soon as I can, as soon as the morning is here, and I have the lumber available, I'm gonna try and, oh, I do, by the way, need to still build 1 more tent here. But I'm gonna try and make the steam hub research as soon as I can. Okay, very nice. Good morning, gentlemen. It's 5 in the morning, everyone. It's time to get up. It's time to start your shift until 8 p.m. And then you're building, so no one really sleeps any more than 6 hours. And they just work permanently. Steam hubs. Yep. I just need a little bit more lumber. Go, go, go. Perfect. There's still some coal over there as well, though. Yeah, so this one currently has 50% efficiency. I don't think it really makes a difference if you put 5 in one.
Move. Time to get to work.
Okay, wood crates have been depleted. That is a little unfortunate. There's still some more wood crates over here. You guys are just gathering coal, right? I don't really need that much coal, to be honest. Are you guys gathering any wood over here? I don't think so. I'm gonna go ahead and move some of you guys over towards the 2 gathering posts on the left-hand side. Family torn apart, yes. They want to find the other people. We'll get the other people here as soon as we can. So this one is inoperative because people here gathered everything already, right? Good. Let's get rid of that. And then I guess I can once again assign them over here. Do I still have to destroy some roads over here as well? I don't think that's a bad idea. Okay, very good. And by the way, this is like a nice straight line towards the beacon here as well. Not bad at all. Alright, so are you making food already, by the way? So he's waiting for the worker. Maybe I need to get him a friend. Everyone needs a friend sometimes, right? There we go. We now have 2 dudes in the cookhouse, working tirelessly to get us more food. All right. I do still, by the way, need to make 1 more tent. I only have a few hours for that. I hope I make that. But already, right? If I put a steam hub over here, I'm gonna be in a pretty sweet spot. Okay, can you guys build that tent? Oh, really? I may actually be in a little bit of trouble there. I didn't think I was gonna be in much trouble there at all, but how long is this gonna take? I have 4 hours remaining to complete this one. There's 10 people building it right now. Am I gonna... No, it's 1 hour right now. Okay, so people were still supposed to come over there. Okay, good. So let's just finish this this house up real quick. So I finished the quest. My shelter promise has been fulfilled. Very good. And I can also start up another research right now. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get the beacon. So this allows us to send scouts all over the world. Let's have a look right now at the other law that is available over here. So we have 2 different ones. Medic apprentices. Education is the key for our future, or to our future. Let's teach our children medicine so they can help with the sick. Children from child shelters will help at medical facilities. That is really good. Then we also have engineering apprentices. Education is the key to our future. Let's teach our kids engineering so they can help with new designs. Children from child shelters will help at workshops. I think engineering and research is better. Last try though, I did have certainly a lot of people. Yeah, I did have a lot of sick people, but I feel like I can prevent that if I don't have to make as many workshops. So let's go with the engineering apprentices. There you go. You can hand over my hammer. Exactly. Now I do have to still build a child center, so we should go ahead and do so. These things, by the way, are massive. I've got 15 children right now. I don't know if I need to, like... Do I need to build one of these for every 15 kids? Because that would be quite a few. Well, regardless, let's build it over here. We're gonna put all of our important tech structures right in this area, and then as many tents and whatnot as I can over there. But I can still make like a second layer of, you know, tents on this side as well, I suppose. Not a terrible idea. And I've also now got the steam hubs. So these steam hubs, I did not really use these at all. I can put those down right over here, for example. And heat everything in this circle. It's gonna cost us a little more coal, but it's cheaper than a lot of the other things that I've got. Right? So this one right now... Well, it's got a comfortable bit of heating already, I guess. But at the very least, now that that one is finished, everything is super nice. So the child shelter is ready and the children are safe inside. People can work without worrying that something will happen to their children. Hope is at an all-time high, boys. This is what we were looking for. Now, these hunter huts really take up a lot of space, though. Yeah, look at that. It's massive. Anyway, this one will need to go first. There's not that much remaining, actually. These are just about to disappear. Temperature is gonna drop right now, but it looks like we're in a good spot, right? Temperature is gonna drop to -40, which kind of sucks. 2 people died? Oh god, why did 2 people die? 2 of our people died. 2 died from lack of treatment. I thought I had 4 medical professionals. I guess I've turned on the heating a little bit too late during the first day, eh? It's not ideal. I'm actually gonna put one more of the dudes over there. Oh my god! Yo, guys! Everyone's dropping like flies. Yo, guys, chill. We had 3 people sadly pass away. Should we do a moment of silence? Okay, moment of silence. Okay, done. No, but seriously, I thought I was doing things pretty well, but yeah, that is unfortunate. Gathering posts, or rather gathering post resources depleted. So is that all of this? Yeah. So all of these guys can now also be dismantled. Very good. Let's go ahead and destroy the road that leads over there. Don't need that one anymore. Very soon, by the way, I can make a beacon. But for now, I think I'm going to set up another one of those gathering posts right over here. There we go. And we'll just sort of extend the road over there. Yeah, some of you can walk over there as well for just a bit. And this is not terrible. Alright. So is this guy actually getting enough food right now? Is that an option? Okay, so temperature is dropping, by the way. That's not great. Kinda wish I actually would have already gathered all of these resources that are out on the map. I don't know if that's even possible, but it would be more efficient. Look at that, though. That little steam hub, right? Providing so much heat.
Time to get to work.
By the way, is that my voice? Move! Time to get to work. I hope not. I sound like a jerk. Alright, guys. Here we go. We can now go ahead and make the beacon. Where did it go? Oh, yeah. Isn't it over here? Oh, no. I thought it was over here. There's only one spot where it can go. Is that over here? Wait, didn't it go in like one very specific area? I thought it would go over here. Am I crazy? Where you see this little thing. No, I guess it doesn't really matter. I can just put it wherever. I misunderstood. I thought it was like the cemetery and whatnot, where it had to like have a very specific post. I guess over here works though. There are some natural resources that I destroy if I put it down over here, but not the worst necessarily. I think this is actually for the outposts. Okay, let's put it over there. So it doesn't need any heating. There we go. I did destroy some of the trees there in the process, but I think that's okay. Faster gathering is quite nice here in this case. We got hunter gear. Not bad either. I can turn on heaters, but I think we're fine for the time being. Just need a little bit more lumber. Do we have any wood income right now, actually? Is there any wood income at all? As it is right now, actually, I seem to have destroyed all of the wood that is nearby. I did not really consider that part. I actually do not have a way right now of getting lumber, do I? I've been happily spending as much of it as I can, but I kind of want to see if there's any. Well, there's still going to be some dismantling over here, so I'm still going to get some more. But I do have to figure out a way to get more. There's a coal pile over here. There's coal pile over here. There's steel over here too, but that one's pretty much depleted. I hope this is not a case of loco blindness where I'm just not seeing it. No, I'm pretty sure there's just 0 of this available right now. You know what? Maybe we should then destroy this one here for the time being. Just not research it. And make sure that we can go up to the 2nd tier and maybe go up to like... Or we can also go for the sawmill actually. Yeah, let's just go for the sawmill then right now. So this also still costs me 10 wood to create. Alright, yeah, good. I was gonna say I'm a little worried there, but no, we can still get it there. So I'm gonna have to save a little bit of wood here, because otherwise my my income is gonna be too low. Obviously, we still get some back here as well from just simply having, you know, these buildings dismantled right now. There we go. The child shelter, a note of thanks. We just want to say thank you. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. See? Good guy Loco. Best Emperor 2018. Vote Loco 2018. Get it trending. Hashtag vote Loco. Get it trending in the comments. A couple of people are hungry. Let's go ahead and put a second dude over there, because he's not doing a great job producing the raw foods into food rations. There we go. Alright. I do think that this setup, though, so far is significantly better. Can you guys finish that before the end of the day? Is that an option? I think it's gonna finish. No, I don't think so. So this is the quest that killed me earlier. No, I do not want to heat your homes. You guys messed me over, man. The beacon was built. Okay, very good. How is that one connected to a road? There's literally a bunch of snow you have to go through in order to make it to the beacon. Also, it's literally going through a bunch of ice. Geographically speaking, I don't think this was the ideal spot necessarily for a beacon, but looks like the game doesn't really care. Okay. Let us go ahead and remove some of you dudes over here and create a scouting team. Well, as soon as I can, that is. Alright, never mind. You guys get back in there. Or I guess you can get over there too. That works for me. Sawmill research has finished. So I can now make a sawmill. There's a lot of lumber over here in general. Okay. This road has not been destroyed yet. Can I... Oh, am I getting screwed? They are still dismantling some of this, right? Am I gonna still get resources for that, or do you get those resources right at the very beginning? I hope not. Is this gonna connect? Oh, no. I do get the resources after a building finishes dismantling. Alright. I really feel like I'm min-maxing, though. Alright, we needed a win. Perfect. So this is gonna now create a sawmill for us. I should probably get a second one going here as soon as possible, too. There's a lot of lumber in this area, so... let's just all clean that up. Perfect. We're once again out of lumber, but that's okay. The roads have now finished up. I guess I can cycle these engineers out of the out of the factory or out of the workshop for a little while and just make them work in the sawmill for a bit. It is what it is. I'm actually gonna add an additional one over here in the medical post. Man, people really aren't doing particularly well. A couple of people are still ill. It is not the ideal choice or the ideal scenario, but at the very least we are doing a decent job. Now at this point in the game, I don't have a lot of food. I could go ahead and pass the soup law, which is not necessarily a terrible idea. I can also go for the care house once again, right? We can't cure the gravely ill. We can also go with the radical treatment. We'll try everything to cure the gravely ill, from invasive surgery to amputations. Amputations did seem like a decent option later on, though. It sounds terrible to say that, but I do think I'm actually gonna go out and pick up the corpse disposal. This one was super helpful for organ transplants later. So, hope is gonna drop here for a little bit. Snow Pit doesn't require me any resources at the very least, so we got that going. Can I fit it over here somewhere? I don't really wanna build it somewhere where I'm destroying natural resources, but then again, it's not a massive deal. I do kind of want to put it down over here somewhere, though. I think that's the best spot. I gotta be careful, because I can't heat these things. Actually, I have to keep that one in mind. Corpse disposal. It sounds bad, but it cannot be heated up. For obvious reasons. So I have to be careful putting it close to these areas. Obviously I can still have these things be worked on as well by automatons and all that, right? But I have to be a little careful with where I position this. Kinda wish I could put it over here. I can always make a second corpse disposal at a later time, I suppose. The outpost, the depot though, does need heating. Yeah, I should put it somewhere in between these natural resources, and this is like probably the longest area. This is gonna destroy some of my precious trees. But, yeah, so be it, I guess. Can I create a... No. Are they already gathering lumber? I believe they are, which is nice. Yeah, people are not too happy with the fact that I made that corpse disposal, but... Guys, I can't really change very much about it, man. Alright. We should probably continue getting more resources over here as well, though. Hunter gear, super helpful, right? I do have to employ engineers in order to continue that research. So let's remove the guys from here and assign some workers from one of the other places over here instead. Okay, I think I do want to have... It's kind of difficult to say how many people I want to assign to everything. I have a very hard time deciding how many people I want to assign to what. That's like the hardest min-max of this game, for sure. There we go. And now I can go ahead and assign a new research. Let's go and get the hunter gear. So they're gonna bring additional food. I think that's gonna be a helpful one to get. Gathering post resources have been depleted. Is that this one? Oh yeah, that's actually good for me. Because that means I can now also go ahead and dismantle that. And these people that are working here obviously will not be working there for much longer. They can now work over here in the gathering post. Yo, how come? Dude, 5 people? Seriously? I feel like I'm doing this much better than I did in the first one. Yet for some reason, well, I guess the real reason is the fact that I am not assigning enough people here to the medical facilities, but for some reason I do have a lot of ill people. Is this one even effective? It's 33% effective. How does that work? Why is that one 33% effective? Oh, there we go. Now it's 67. I gotta keep an eye out on these little bars above it, right? So that one is actually only 2/3 of the way effective. How does it work like this? So this one is gonna now be at 100? Yeah, that one is now 100%, and this one actually, with one less engineer, is still at 67%. Yeah, look at that actually. This gathering post is at 80%, while sitting at 9 out of 10 people. So that's also not particularly efficient. Very interesting. Let's go ahead and remove 5 people once again out of his gathering post and assign them to a scouting team. And I guess they can head on over to the observatory. It doesn't really matter all too much. Actually, should I send them over to the observatory? This one has a little yellow dot. Yeah, actually, this one I think is actually the Lost Expedition, right? We definitely want to get more people for now. What's going on over here? Is that a little bit of a road that is just hanging out? Get rid of that real quick. Okay, temperature is gonna go up again after this day.
Work time. Get back to work.
Technology tree just researched hunter's gear, so they're gonna get a little bit more efficient there. Very good. We could even already get the steel shops, or the steel works rather. That's gonna allow us to get quite a bit of it. I kind of feel like I need to go up to the 2nd tier, honestly. I think that might be better. More scouts, more resources, a lot of upgrades here in general. Well, I'm gonna need the steel workshops at some point. At this point, I still have quite a bit of steel, but nah, you know what? If I plan on getting it, I may as well get it right now. There's probably a really efficient route if you know, want to do the, if you want to crunch the numbers. There's probably a more efficient route in handling all of the research, but I think that's, yeah, I think it's fine as it is. Alrighty. We're getting quite a bit of lumber. Yeah, so this one currently has 0% efficiency. So the one worker that's doing, yeah, that's working over there probably is doing nothing. You really want to try and fill out these shops. I did not realize it worked like that. But this one has, yeah, okay, so this one is getting additional efficiency right now. It's because a lot of people are ill. Aha. That one, interestingly enough, is at 87% efficiency, while only working with 3 people. Nope, I did what I had to do, sorry. Sorry about that, my lady. It's funny how one lady can affect the amount of hope so significantly. Scouts have reached the expedition. Okay, perfect. A lot of survivors over here, right? We enter the camp appearing out of the driving snow. A choir of excited voices welcome us. Thank God you found us. We have been wandering for days until we couldn't go for any longer. Soon, we'd begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and are ready to go. Escort them to the city, please. Alright, so these are gonna arrive back here in just a couple of hours. I think the last thing that I want to do today is make sure that these people have homes. So this is where the 2nd ring of houses, I guess, comes into play. Now I really want to dedicate a certain space to it, right? So there's medical facilities over here. I might have to get another one of those medical facilities in just a bit, once these people are here. But I think I can go ahead and assign some tents over in this area. Now keep in mind, we want to leave a little bit of space for these towers to go up later on, right? The guard posts. And they are just as big as any of these houses. Or they take just as much space as any of these houses. So I could sort of reserve a little bit of an area here as well for them. Okay. So that is 4 additional houses. How many is he bringing? That's enough, right? Yeah, so that's gonna be enough. So he's bringing back 36. Did I do the math correctly? Yeah. I did. I made a video and I did math at the same time and I did not screw it up. Did I actually not screw it up? Now now I'm gonna have to... No, I did not screw it up. Oh my god. Next level YouTube. Alright, so these people are arriving in just a bit. Definitely gonna need more, more food, though.
Works out for today.
I think I should get another one of those hunter's huts. Ideally before they arrive, but I think this will do. 10 people being treated. Everyone's being treated right now. That's wonderful. Okay, so he's here. They have arrived. More survivors. More souls for the city. Sure, some people may have passed away, but Emperor Loco has found replacements. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships. But shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expeditions left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. So the last thing I think I want to do is assign the people to the different workstations. So engineers are going to town. We can put additional people right here inside of the medical posts. We have a few people currently working in the workshops. We can set ourselves up for one of these gathering posts once again to just, harvest the last of it, I guess. Yeah, we should probably just go ahead and do so. So that is just to make sure that we clean up the rest of the map. And then the last few people are gonna go and work inside of the sawmill. All right. So I think we're in a decent spot. I think we are in a better place than I have ever been in this game so far. One of the changes that I wish I would have made is put like an additional 2 or so engineers inside of the medical post, because I probably would have, prevented several people from passing away, which is not a good thing, believe it or not. Sturdy shelter. I kind of want to try and see if I can find that America camp again, right? I don't know if it really matters. Well, maybe we should send our second scout team over there. Let's have you guys head on over to the sturdy shelter. But other than a couple of minor changes, I think we are in a much better spot already. We're setting ourselves up for a really nice place in the frozen wastelands, where I've got dedicated areas where I can go ahead and put up these guard towers. I've got dedicated spaces for medical facilities. I've got dedicated spaces right here for workshops and for hunters and whatnot. I think I'm on the right track. Also, keep in mind, I have made sure that the engineers will be helped out here by apprentices from the child shelters. By the way, I'm kind of curious. If I click on the child shelter real quick, now that more kids have arrived, there's no children in the shelter? Wait, what? By law, kids staying in child shelters will go and help in workshops, raising their efficiency. There's 4 children not in child shelters. Not entirely sure how that works. Anyways, I feel like in the next episode, the first thing we need to do is make sure that we have enough food to feed all of these people. But for now, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get a notification as soon as I upload more. I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile alright. A special shout out to the Patreon supporters. And I hope to see you in the next one.